I'm a bit behind in my videos, but after returning from my walk and my visit with my father-in-law, I went to a meetup and then took advantage of the warm weather for this time of the year. It was November 1st, and Aspen Crossing still had one more night of their terror train, and the props were still in the parking lot. As I got out of the van, cars started coming in. They were out for one last meetup of their own. I went into the office to browse, and the local cats come in to get their share of attention, and they know how to operate the automatic doors. You know, it's all about the cats. Aspen Crossing has converted train cars and cabooses that you can rent and enjoy the campground. So I'm out here today camping. It's a Saturday. It's the final game tonight for the World Series. I posted a sign to the other folks and said, gee, you should have came out. We could have went over to the pub over here that's part of the campground and just walked back to our campsites for the night and watched the World Series from over there. So I'm going to enjoy tonight. I wasn't thinking about the World Series when I booked this site, this camping day, but the weather is good. I'm looking forward to it. And I just enjoy camping so much now that when I get a chance, I get out there and go, even when it's winter. So stay tuned and let's see how this weekend unfolds, because they're supposed to have a few visitors. And I took advantage of the warmer weather and decided to get caught up on some of my stickers. So I've added a few more stickers, and I got a few more to put on. And the group arrived, and we had a great time walking around and exploring the campground. I'm using my new windscreen for the first time. This one is quite heavy and stood the test of today's winds. So I'm out camping, and I got skunked on a fire tonight. The winds developed going up to 90 kilometers an hour. Now there is some protection with the trees. It's like if you walk on the other side of the tracks, you could really feel that wind, but here's not too bad, but enough for me to say use common sense and not have a fire. But that being said, I'm toying with the idea. I don't think there's anything on my schedule for tomorrow, and if the weather's decent and the wind's not going to be a problem, maybe I stay another night. Why not? I'm already here. And that's the benefits of being retired. And then the benefits of the fact that I can change my mind when I want to. Anyways, let's see how this pans out. See if I can make lemonade out of lemons this weekend. Okay, well, it was an interesting night. Brian stopped by a little bit later after Rob, Marcy, and Preet and Harmeet left, and so we went over to the tavern. He hadn't eaten yet, and I just had my dinner. So I had a few beers. We watched the Blue Jays game. Had a good time. Thank you, Brian. But I got skunked on having a fire because of the wind, and where I am, I'm not as protected as some of these bigger rigs would be protected for blocking the wind. And right now where my van is, my van's being protected from the trailer beside me, so that's good because I have to top up. So I'm going to book another night and stay. That way I can have my bonfire tomorrow. So stay tuned, and hopefully day 2 is more eventful. Good morning. I've got my oatmeal and my coffee. I did book it for another night. We're just gonna keep an eye on the wind and hopefully it doesn't continue for too much longer. It says it's supposed to clear up around 2, which is about perfect for me to start the fire and just go into the early evening. But, oh, that's my heater. Hang on. What's nice about this is because I am hooked up to power, so I have my electric kettle that's there, so I didn't even have to get up and get out of the van and to get my oatmeal and coffee ready. It's a bonus. Anyways, looking forward to the day. I've got a video to wrap up. It literally will only take me about 10 minutes. It's just to get focused for that 10 minutes. I've got another post to post because I'll be doing a live soon. And then I've got another one to get started and build and hopefully have it ready for upload on Tuesday. Come along and let's see how this day unfolds. Got my fire going. Got my Knorr's macaroni going. Because I stayed an extra day, I didn't bring food from the house, but I have stuff that's in my van on a regular basis. And so this is going to be one of those Knorr noodle things. So my wood's been sitting out in the sun and it's just loaded with ladybugs all around. There's a couple there. There's a couple here. I was determined I was going to have my fire. So I stayed an extra night and then I did some video editing this morning and had a family Zoom call at 1. That went on for a bit and yeah, got the fire started and I just got dinner cooking. So because of the unexpected stay, I just kind of went and used some of my resources that are kind of like freeze-dried type foods or packaged foods that you just throw some water in. So all is good. And worst case scenario, you could have walked over to the tavern and got something, but didn't need to. I have enough snacks and whatnot to keep me going. I still haven't eaten my apple yet that my daughter packed for me. So got that to deal with. Getting my last camping trip before I head to Ontario for a couple weeks. And come back and hopefully I'm going to be camping again. Okay, well, that's the end of my day 2 of camping. I'm heading home tomorrow. Good night. I enjoyed sitting out by the fire. It was nice and quiet and peaceful. You know, I enjoy that just as much as I enjoy being around my camping friends. So it's both are relaxing and both are enjoyable. So it was a good time. So now I have to wait and see when I'm going to go camping next. So stay tuned and see if my next camping adventure is in the snow.